So this is day 26, and I decided to work with him from up above, sitting up on a corral fence. But before I could actually really do anything with him, as far as, leaning on him or bumping him or desensitizing him or whatever, I needed to get him over to the fence so that he could move his body over next to me. So I do this by tapping the opposite side of his body, and when he moves in the wrong direction, I try my best to keep tapping. Obviously here I couldn't reach anymore, but keep tapping harder and harder, and then when he moves in the right direction, then I reward him by praising him and stopping the tapping. So I spent a lot of time, a good part of the time, just working on this, teaching him to move over, which I've taught my other horses this, to get them to move over to the mounting block, but I hadn't really done this exercise with him yet. So here I finally start to get him close enough where I can actually do anything with him, and I start out by putting my feet on his back and just kind of leaning them up against above on his back. So after a bunch of time working on the corral fence, I kind of gave up and I decided to go back to the mounting block. But I do want to go back to working with him on the corral fence and getting him to move closer so I could mess with him and lean on him from there. So here I'm just laying on him, but using the mounting block. So here it's a little bit hard to see, but I'm basically just kind of rubbing my toe up against his ribs and just kind of poking him in the ribs with my toe. And he's handling it pretty well here.
What time was it when you did it? Are you kidding me? Why are you stepping on it?
So here I'm working on the other side of his body, and I'm rubbing my toe up against his ribs. And even though throughout this process he looks pretty calm, I could still feel the tension in him. And I know I'm going to probably still need to keep doing this and probably even amp it up a little bit more.
I'm going to get away from that